Live from Orlando, Florida, it's theCUBE, covering Pentaho World 2017. Brought to you by Hitachi Vantara.
Welcome back to theCUBE's live coverage of Pentaho World, brought to you, of course, by Hitachi Vantara. I'm your host, Rebecca Knight, along with my co-host, James Kobielus. We have two guests today. We have Michael Becker, a Senior Chief Inspector, and Henry Liebrens, the Police Sergeant of the German Federal Police, the Bundespolizei. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hi.
Thanks so much for joining us. So do you want to start out by telling our viewers a little bit about Bundespolizei and what you do there?
Okay. The Federal German Police employs about 41,000 people, and as a part of Federal German Ministry of Interior, we have the police is responsible for many demanding and various tasks like air control or air safety, rail patrol, border control, crime reduction, and patrol the high seas. And besides an internal task, we do many international missions, the police missions all over the world, and missions in the European Union for neighboring. And our job, our main job is to development. Especially police software you couldn't buy or with the standard products, and we development with our own framework.
Yes.
Based on LAMP.
Yeah.
And
classical open source systems. Plus open source databases, plus PHP. It's a script language on the top. And we built an absolute own framework on this. It's exclusively for us, and that's our main job, to build applications on this top.
And besides our main job, we are responsible for the data warehouse, and responsible for integration or data integration technologies at the Federal Police.
So you're both within the IT organization of
Yes.
Bundespolizei.
Yes.
Okay.
We stay in the IT department and belongs to the headquarter.
Yeah.
We have in Germany, we have, or in German police, we have one headquarter. We have 11 district offices. About 80 regional offices and about 160 local offices.
All over Germany, is it?
So when you're thinking about your software challenges, you have a lot of different obstacles: safety, operational, security. What are some of the things that you're taking into account when you're implementing software?
What we think about? Not so easy to was schwierig.
No, what is your approach? What are the things on your mind that is keeping you up at night?
Okay, we have two different ways. The main way is to build software, and there we have a special case. It's an internal case, and we build software that bring it's on the point for this case. The other way is we have a way to product data in these cases, and that's the other way. So what can we do with this data? That's the other case around Pentaho. So we want to have more benefit with this kind of data. No?
What sort of data-driven application development do you do or do you oversee for Bundespolizei? Can you describe some of the applications and their specific functions?
We have one main application is our time planning tool.
Yes.
So all the shifts all on the agencies is possible to planning. That's in one case that we build on this platform, and is exclusively for us. So we had the situation that other polices in Germany asked us about, hey, that's a very good solution. Maybe we can take it also for us. But because it's a little bit different to normal situations outside in other companies. Because we have the situation 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to have to bring our services, and we have in many rules about this kind of working. So the officers get some more money in the night or at Saturday, and something like this. It's not so easy to implement it with normal software. So we were at the case what we do, and then okay, we do it ourselves, and that is exactly on point.
When you describe the rules, are you describing rules that are provided from the European Union or from your government in terms of security, privacy, and so forth?
Yeah.
Is that what you're describing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how have this whole total set of rules and policies and mandates shaped your data management strategy within your organization? And then how does the Pentaho set of solutions support those requirements?
Okay, I think with Pentaho, I told it yesterday also, it was for us definitely the game changer. That's definitely true. And before we don't had the chance to build something like this only with 2 But now we have the big Swiss knife. We get the entrance with especially with the kettle solution. Beziehungsweise PDI.
Yes.
Yes, with kettle, everything is possible.
Oh, kettle. I'm sorry, kettle. Yes.
If it's not possible, it's up
Kettle.
to you to build your own Java plugin or so on.
That was the entrance to build a strategy about it. Then at this point, we had the solution to let the data flow wherever you want. No? And so then we start, okay, when we can have data at every time, at every point, so what can we do with that? No? What is the benefit for us? And so we start to come in discussion with our other departments inside. What is that? What is your problem? What can we do to help you? No? To get more benefit about it.
How much sharing goes on between departments?
The sharing?
Yes, I mean in terms of, as you said, how can I help you? Oh, we are doing something over here.
I think it's a classical job like other. Was heißt noch Berater noch?
Consultant.
Yeah, it's a typical consultant job. We do it inside. So we go to the other departments and have this part of discussion, and we try to bring it in the right way. No?
What degree of this sharing is intergovernmental, meaning you're reaching out to your peer agencies within the European Union, maybe through Interpol to other nations? Is there any of that going on, and is Pentaho playing a role in terms of helping you in that regard?
Was heißt ein Austausch? How we have to say.
If you don't want to say or can't say.
Going up with Pentaho.
Yeah.
Actually, I think in German or in European, it's not so big. I don't know why. I can't believe it. But it's also the big advantage at Pentaho is that you can start at every time. Yeah. You can start with a community edition. We worked also before 2 years with a community edition, and also well. And started in this year with the enterprise, and we have only 1 day for migration from the community server of the new enterprise server, and no problems. And I think that is a great benefit. You can almost start with a small problem or data integration, and it's. So, I think
fantastic. In the past, the other big companies, they had a little bit earlier the start. So Pentaho has the goal to come along the other players. That's I think in Europe, or especially in Germany, in the moment can be a good seal.
We have in Germany we have a situation over Pentau user meeting or Pentau community meetings that also other agencies come and ask for why Pentau and
how did you do with it?
Yeah. So is there an ongoing program of working with other federal agencies within Germany to share the best practices you've learned from using data to at least to manage your agency's requirements?
Yeah, I think this
and what could they learn from what you've done?
Progress is starting now. So the other come to us and we meet together, and they want to take a look directly on our screens and want to see some cases we play for them live, and that's it's a very interesting situation when they see, hey, you have the same problems than I, no? And it's interesting.
And very important is also that we learned. That we have learned from Pentau that everything is possible.
Yeah.
You need much less time for everything or for every kind of problem. We are very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Before we used Pentau, we had another BI tool. It's called Excel.
We need to name it.
And it's crazy. It's good for statistics. But we have no data quality.
Nothing.
Right.
Very
It's
ugly.
And it's not possible to work with big data. It's impossible with Excel. No?
Well,
Now our data are actual, daily actual, and before we wait for 1 month or 2 months.
Before we had
Validation
exactly
Excel.
1 day per month. At this day, the data was correct. Only 1 day, and the other days we had to collect the data for
so
the
it's
next
a whole
month.
new world with
It
Pentaho.
was an
Great.
unbelievable.
Well, Henry
process.
and Michael, thank you so much for coming on theCUBE. It was great having you
very
on
much.
here.
Thank you very much.
We will have more from theCUBE's live coverage of Pentaho World just after this.